Hi, guys. So, today I'm going to talk to you about the difference between mindfulness and meditation. And we use this word mindfulness meditation a lot. And the thing is, there's a massive difference between the two. The word mindfulness is a concept, and mindfulness meditation is a tool. So, mindfulness really means living in the present moment, and mindfulness meditation is the tool that helps you to live in the present moment in very simple words. The aspect that I'm going to talk to you about today is stillness. In mindfulness meditation, we are often asked to sit still for a long period of time. And a lot of people think that sitting still is very difficult for them. And they think, why would I be sitting in one place for that long? What is it going to achieve? Me just sitting there and doing nothing. Because our minds constantly tell us that we need to do something about everything that's happening around us, whether that's in our environment, whether that's our own thoughts and the kind of perceptions we have as well. So I want to come to this analogy of the monkey mind, and I know a lot of people have heard about the monkey mind, and it's also a different analogy used that your mind is like a butterfly. It's hopping from one flower to another. It's never really sitting on just that one flower. And our mind is often like that. It jumps from one thought to another constantly. And what happens is when we are, of course, jumping from one thought to another, we never really get a chance to observe what emotion that thought really triggers within us. And we never get to really observe how that's building a pattern within us. And the thing is that stillness is something that is very difficult to achieve for a lot of people, especially me as well. I think it's really important part of meditation, because if you can sit still for just 5 minutes, if you can do that, then you can gain some control over where your attention is going. The other important part that people don't often know is that stillness is kind of like stopping all the sensory input. So we're constantly sensing things. So we're constantly seeing things. We're constantly hearing things, smelling things, tasting things, feeling things on our body as well. And stillness kind of stops that, sensory input. And when you stop sensory input, your mind kind of has an opportunity to look inside, and because it's not constantly working on what's going on the outside. So sensory deprivation is really important for you to kind of go within and introspect, and stillness helps you to achieve that kind of state of mind where you're not constantly sensing something all the time. So stillness is a very interesting concept, and a lot of people think that's the most challenging one. And I really do think it was, because when I started meditating, it was really difficult for me to sit still for 1 hour in meditation and just observing my breath. One of my experiences was very interesting. When I was asked to first sit still in my meditation and the first few days of my Vipassana course, what I realized is that certain emotions were manifesting in certain parts of my body. So it was almost like my happiness memories or my happiness or those kind of emotions were kind of manifesting in my arms, and the sad ones were manifesting in my feet. And I could feel that when I was observing these sensations, because I was sitting still, I could observe those sensations. And when I was observing them, it was triggering certain types of memories. And this was very interesting exploration for me, because I really felt like your cells do have memory, and every emotion that you feel manifests inside your body. And stillness kind of gives you the opportunity to explore what kind of patterns are in which part of your body and how they manifest in your cells. And every cell has its own memory, literally does. And I think it was just really, I felt like I had really achieved something by being able to sit still for 1 hour. The other thing I realized was that when you want to relax your body, you often relax your mind, isn't it? So you go into a hypnotic state or you listen to relaxing music and your body suddenly feels less tense. And that's a very good way to use the mind-body connection. And on the other hand, if you sit still, if you keep your body still, then you can relax your mind. It works the other way around. And this is what I found really interesting, that we often stimulate the mind to relax the body, but we never really relax the body to kind of relax the mind. We use the input all the time, but we never use it as an output. And mindfulness is a bottom-up process. It's about how we look at things and how we perceive things all the time. And it's changing how we take in information rather than changing the information that already exists in our mind. So if we change all the information that's coming into us, then we can kind of almost change the way we look at things, because what we take in builds the concept and certain beliefs, right? But if we take in information in a non-judgmental, accepting way, then it will build concepts which are objective, which will help you to make the best out of a situation without attaching any emotion to it. And stillness, what it allows you to do is introspect already existing concepts that are already there and have already manifested within you, all the emotional patterns that have already manifested within you. And once you break that, once you start seeing that, it's kind of really deep, and it's a beautiful experience in my eyes. And once you start doing that, you kind of start realizing that, oh, how I was seeing this was completely wrong. And that's why I'm manifesting these kind of sensations, which are very uncomfortable. And it kind of gives you this, it's like an epiphany. And it's like, oh my God, I can see this so differently now. When I take in this type of information, I can see it in a very non-judgmental way. And then it can kind of help me to not build up these sensations in my body that are very uncomfortable. And that's why stillness is a really interesting concept. And it really helps you to sit still for even 5 minutes every day. And I think that would be a challenge for everybody who's watching this video, to just sit still before bed. Sit still for 5 minutes. That's it. Just don't move, and see how that feels. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, please do like, share and comment, and send it to your friends who you might think will find it useful. If you have any comments, please post them in the comment section. You can always email me or, just message me, and I will be happy to answer any questions for you and discuss it further. So have a good week and take care. Bye.